Good morning, everyone. Welcome to CCA Truck Driver Training. My name is Don McDonald. I am the Operations Manager and Senior Instructor here at CCA Truck Driver Training Limited. CCA has been training truck drivers in Calgary since 1981. Our primary goal has always been to train safe and employable drivers for the transportation industry. Over the years, we have worked cooperatively with the government on any initiative that enhances road safety, along with truck driver training and the role that truck drivers play in the safe and efficient movement of goods that are vital for the provincial economy. It is my pleasure to introduce the Minister of Transportation, Devin Dreeshen, to make his announcements. Welcome, Mr. Minister.
Well, thank you very much, and good morning, everyone, and thanks, Don, for the introduction, and for CCA for hosting us here this morning. The weather was always going to be a little dubious, but we got a beautiful morning here today. The commercial truck driving industry has seen a lot of changes over the past decade, and the last few years have obviously been very tumultuous as we emerged from the pandemic and faced driver shortages and supply chain issues affecting the commercial carrying industry. With many commercial drivers retiring from the industry, it is critical for us to consider how we can ensure that truck driving is an attractive profession here in Alberta. Alberta's Class 1 drivers have an immense responsibility and incredible driving skills. All Class 1 drivers, and especially those who are new to the industry, need to have the skills and competencies required to drive safely and enjoy a fulfilling career. We depend upon professional truck drivers for safe roads and an effective supply chain. The Mandatory Entry-Level Training, or MELT program, provides some training, but it did not go far enough. And it was structured in a way that did not meet industry's needs. We're changing that here today. The Government of Alberta has worked with stakeholders for over a year to better understand barriers to prospective Class 1 drivers entering and staying in the industry. And we have developed innovative ways to alleviate those issues. Figures from StatsCan show that Alberta has a shortage of more than 4,000 commercial truck drivers. We completed a comprehensive review of the MELT program to better understand and identify potential changes to the curriculum, policies, and the delivery approach that would reduce barriers for Class 1 drivers while enhancing safety on our roads. The review identified broad support among industry stakeholders for continuing Class 1 pre-licensing training and recommended improvements to better support the needs of industry. Based on these recommendations and consultation, Alberta's government is implementing a new Made in Alberta learning pathway for commercial truck drivers that will enhance opportunities for training and career growth for drivers and ensure safety on our roads. This new apprenticeship-style model provides commercial drivers with a career path as a professional truck driver. It also provides the opportunity for prospective new drivers to learn about commercial driving as a profession without having to pay a $10,000 fee to do so. The new learning pathway will enable drivers to develop skills as a trainee and build on those skills and experience with the ultimate goal of a Red Seal designation. It also provides drivers with more hours in cab training. This is a proactive approach to ensure commercial drivers in Alberta have the right mix of competencies and licensing to perform their jobs professionally, safely, and efficiently. A competency-based approach allows for greater identification of a driver's strengths and targets where they might need improvement, so they can develop skills quickly and efficiently. A cookie-cutter-based pre-licensing approach to adult learning simply does not work. So this new learning pathway also promotes a culture of continuous learning for professional drivers and a sense of pride in a critically important career. This is one of the best ways to keep our roads safe and our Class 1 drivers engaged in an industry we all rely on every day. I look forward to working with the entire industry on the detailed design and implementation of this new learning pathway over this next year, and I'm also pleased to advise that we have approved an additional $41 million in Budget 24 to support the implementation of this new learning pathway and the development of a grant program to support Class 1 drivers for on-the-job competency training. The MELT program will continue in its current form until April 1st of next year, when the new learning pathway will be rolled out. Aligned with the recommendations from our MELT review, we are also responding to the unique needs of Alberta farmers by exempting farm families from the requirement for formal pre-license training to obtain a farm-restricted Class 1 driver's license. The new farm-restricted driver's license will allow farmers and their family members to operate Class 1 vehicles within Alberta only and for authorized farm use only. Farmers who are eligible for the new farm-restricted Class 1 driver's license must still complete a knowledge test, a road test, vision screening, and submit a driver medical assessment. So overall, this new Made in Alberta learning pathway will ensure that all of Alberta's commercial truck drivers have the best training in the country and feel engaged in their careers. In addition to implementing a new learning pathway, we are also contracting 26 more commercial examiners who will be deployed throughout the province starting April 5th of this year. We are also enhancing the monitoring and oversight of driver schools, driver instructors, and driver examiners that ensure the instruction and examination of commercial drivers is aligned with the curriculum and is of the highest standard. So the trucking industry is also energized by these changes and the recognition of commercial drivers as a critical profession that keeps us all fed, clothed, and provides every aspect of our daily lives. This new Made in Alberta learning pathway will make Alberta a leader in commercial vehicle safety. Now with that, I'd like to welcome the President of Alberta Motor Transport Association, Robert Harper, otherwise known as my favorite Harper, to the podium.
Good morning. Thank you very much for being here. For those who don't know, the Alberta Motor Transport Association is a nonprofit advocacy and safety training association that serves as the voice, the standard, and the resource for commercial transportation in Alberta. Every day, no matter the weather, our members are hard at work delivering the goods Alberta businesses and families rely upon. Unfortunately, it's getting harder and harder for trucking companies to keep their fleets on the road because of the unprecedented driver shortage. There are roughly 4,000 vacancies across the province, and with retirements, the number is growing by the day. The trucking industry has been doing what it can to tackle this shortage, including offering competitive compensation and flexible work schedules. But there is only so much we can do alone. I'd like to thank Minister Dreeshen and his colleagues for treating the commercial driver shortage with the seriousness it deserves. This announcement is a major step forward for our industry. A new Made in Alberta learning pathway will help train more drivers while securing safety on the province's highways. Getting the right people with the right training behind the wheel is critical to the province's commercial transportation industry and economy. Because nearly 52% of Alberta's GDP moves on the back of a truck. So if we can keep our supply chains moving, Alberta's economy is in trouble. Creating a new training and licensing pathway is an important part of the solution, but so too is changing perceptions about the industry. Commercial transportation careers are an excellent opportunity for thousands of Albertans currently looking for work. They pay well without requiring tens of thousands of dollars in student loans. They provide job security in an economy that rarely does, and they offer the satisfaction of being a critical link in the supply chain, bringing goods to Albertans while getting to enjoy the adventures on the open road. Thanks to the announcement, more Albertans will learn this for themselves firsthand. Once again, AMTA would like to thank Minister Dreeshen and the Government of Alberta for being such a partner. With more Albertans in the driver's seat, keep Alberta rolling. Thank you very much, and I'd like to introduce Jeff Ross with the Alberta Canola Growers Association. Thank you.
My name is Jeff Frost. I'm a third-generation grain farmer from Olds, Alberta, and I'm also the Region 8 Director for Alberta Canola. The exemption announced today for farmers in Alberta allows them to continue their operation for food production, ensuring a stable food supply for Canadians and also contributing to economic growth through exports. It recognizes the importance of agricultural production for the economy and food security. This decision is supported by Alberta Canola as it reflects a balance between public safety and the essential nature of agriculture in Alberta. Our industry, like many others, faces significant labor shortages. There were significant backlogs to access training and testing facilities, which came at significant cost to family farms who struggled to compete with signing bonuses and year-round full-time employment offered by commercial trucking companies. Trucking and agriculture experiences fluctuation in demand due to seasonal nature of farming activities like seeding and harvest. This seasonality presents its challenges in providing consistent full-time employment for commercial drivers. During peak seasons, such as spring planting and fall harvest, there's a surge in transportation needs for hauling crops, seeds, and equipment. However, outside these periods, the demand decreases significantly, leading to reduced work opportunities for truck drivers. This fluctuating demand poses challenges for both employers and employees. Farmers struggle to maintain consistent workforce throughout the year, while employees may find it difficult to secure steady employment and income. To address these challenges, many farmers elect to haul their own commodities to the market. And that is why today's announcement is so beneficial to many farms throughout Alberta. I want to thank the Alberta government and Minister Dreeshen for giving us the opportunity to speak today. Thank you.
Now go to questions from the media. So we'll start with reporters here in person and then go to the phone lines. Please state your name and outlet. And just a reminder that we're going to be doing one question, one follow-up. So if you have a question, please step up to the microphone just over there. Seeing none, we will go to the phone lines. Operator, can you please put through the first caller?
There are no questions in the queue at this time.
Final call for questions here in person. And with that, that ends our time for today. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.